Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night thinking about her? Maybe it's the way she looked at you today, like Harris held something she wasn't quite saying. Maybe it was the subtle shift in her voice when she spoke your name. Or maybe it's just that quiet tug in your gut, that feeling that there's something between you two. But here's the truth. When a woman truly likes you, her feelings almost always find a way out. Not through words. Puff, powerful Sabanzius, unmistakable ... and I fur not trained to see them. You might miss your one real show at Sama thing meaningful in today's episode. I'll walk you through the 3 psychological things a woman shows wench secretly likes you. On exactly what to when you notice you theme wheel dive deep into the emotional Ang speaks without. Evan realizing it through Urbity, her presence and her eyes. And once you'll know how to read her, you'll never have Ed guess again. This is Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia. Begin understanding the Famala mind theft, psychology of attraction. Before we decode the signs, we need to understand saying that most men overlook. Attraction isn't always loud as special on it for women. In fact, it's often the opposite. It's quiet, nuanced, even poetic in its own way. While men might textbrise interests more directly, a compliment, a text, a stare. Women tend to operate in shadows of the emotional spectrum. Her attraction is often hidden. How she feels around you, not just what she says. Why? Because for many women, attraction is rooted in emotional safety, confidence, and curiosity. When she feels drawn to you, she may not fully understand why, but her body hair instincts start to shift. Psychologists that women often send out subtle signals of finest before they consciously note their feelings. Her nervous laughter, that fleeting glance, the way your energy changes when you're near. These are all clues from her subconscious. And science backs this sip. Women, airy, highly responsive tone and verbal communal expressions, tone of voice K, and especially body language. Studies show these subconscious bevy eyes often betray true emotionalizer restylistal before Can's house confession of affection. So, when a woman is genuinely interested in, if she hasn't told a single soul, a body and behavior begin to speak. Now let's break down what that looks like, starting with one of the most fascinating phenomena in human behavior. Sign number 1. She mirrors your body language and behavior. This one is deeply rooted in evolutionary psychology and it's more come on than you think. Mirroring is when Samoan subconscious limit your gestures, speech patterns, posture, or expressions. It's not copying, it's chemistry. Real invisibly lignant. Let me explain. Imagine air sitting across from her, across your legs. Seconds later, Shek crosses hers too. Same direction. You will tilt your head when you're explaining something and she starts tilting hers. You laugh in shallows. It's not just a tour joke, but in this seas that's mirroring him. And it's a powerful sign. Why do this? Because the subconscious mind mirrors toast. We feel emotional iconic too. It's the body's way off saying, I feel close. I trust you. I want to be in sync. A study in the Journal of Nonverb found that mirroring in Chris Swin romantic interest is high. It's not fake. It's instinct. It's not trying to doubt you. Her body is simply reacting to her emotions. And here's how to spot it. Does she adopt similar posture? As Sue during conversation, do her hun gestures echo yours. Shortly after, does stir vocal tone, speed, or rhythms? Stardo sound like yours after a few minutes? She's not just listening. She's dungle quotes as beyond. So what should you do when the shop happens? Mirror her back, but naturally don't copy her like a robot. That's creepy. Instead, allow the interaction toll. Maintain good eye contact. Keep conversation meaningful and gradually pawn up. This is your moment. Build emotional momentum, not rush toward a confession. Remember, attraction is a dance, not a declaration. Sign number 2. She finds excuses to bound you or talk to you. Be honest, people don't just end up in your space over and over by accident. Not when the world is full of options and distractions. When a woman likes you, she doesn't in tollways declare it directly. She might not say, "Hey, I want to be near you," but she'll show you in her own quiet, calculated way. She'll manufacture a prosody. That means she'll find little animo times very creative to be near you, talk to you, or stay involved in your world. She might disguise it as coin sudines, but psychology knows better. Let's break it down. Real-life examples. Seth proximity. Signaling. You're at Agathering, standing in a circle, talking, Dan somehow ends up right next to Yao again. And again, she happens to be at the cafe you mentioned need offhand last week. She messages Yao about something casual, a meme, a random question, even something she could have Googled, but she didn't Google it. Shisked you. She leaves comments on your stories, reacts to your updates, or sends playful emojis. It's mainly not, but it keeps Theodore open. At first glance, these things might seem smile, but here's the truth. When a woman repeatedly chooses to engage with you, even subtly, she's signal engine a tourist. Why does she? It's step psychology behind it. According to behavioral science, we are biologically to seek closeness with those we're emotionally drawn to, and women, in particular, of more strategic and emotionally war of booths. She may not want a rejection, especially if she's unsure how you feel, so instead, making a bold move. She sends Lori 6 signals, giving you the chance to me there. Whole way? This is called reciprocal baiting, shice testing. Will you notice? Will you spend? Will you make it easy for her to keep being around you? You do, she leaning? If you don't, she might back off to protect her pride. The pour off closeness, not random. Psychologist Dr. Albert Morbine, known for his research in emotional communicide, that physical proxy actually increases emotionally ny. Think about it. The closer Sumion is toes physically, the more waboon to trust them. Even subtle closeness are like standing just a few inches nearer, can dramatically increase emotional connection. So, if a woman intentional space between you, even in small waist, that's a major sabantis. She often seated or standing near Yuvan when she called elsewhere. Does Schellinger after conversations end, even if there's no real reason to stay? Does she make small excuses to ask your opinion, your help, or your input, even on things she likely already knows? The answer is yes, Tony, of those she's not just being polite. She's staying near because will make her feel some eyeing. What'o do? If you notice KFOs, here's where many men make a mistake. They freeze, overthink, or pull back. But the hesitation sends the wrong signal. Instead, acknowledge her presence with warmth, a smile, a light. Good to see you again. She messages. Respond with interest, not just emojis or words. When she lingers, don't rush off. Invite her in tith's moment. Ask some meaningful. This isn't about chasing. It's about giving her permission to keep showing up. Because when a woman feels that being around you is safe, welcomed, and reciprocated, that's when she stops testing and starts banning up. Stum Burr. 3. I tell the real story. They say the eyes are the windows to THOS. And when it comes to attraction, they're also the most revealing. When a woman is interested in you, he behave differently. It's nodal ways about how much she looks. Buthos looks. What lingers behind that gaze? What sides in that flicker before she turns away? In fact, psychologic confirms that eye contact plays a huge role in emotional connection, special romantic attraction. Let's unpack the signs. Shold neverganori ki behavior. Watch for lingering eye contact. She doesn't just glance at you. She holds your gaze just a second longer than normal. It's not in a creepy way. It's often meaningful. It's kind of eye contact sees. I see, oh, I'm curious about you. I'm comfortable with you. Notice her eyes locking with yours, even during casual moments. That's not by accident. 2. Glance and look away. Ever caught her looking at 2 when she thought yowerant, looking only for her toe? Glance away instantly. That's one of Thecla Raspansia's signals of attraction. Often comes with a flush of Vedics, a nervous smile, or a quick change in topic. Why does she defies? Because she's still unsure how you'll feel. So she's watching you from a distance, trying to decode your signals, burrow hers through dilated pupils. This Sony is biological when someone is aroused, excited, or emotionalist. Their pupils expand, and while lightning conditions can also cause dilation. Consistent pupil expansion when looking at Q is a strong physiological sign of interest. Q, it means her body is reacting to. Her words aren't fry smiles, Akadushin smiles. Here's the difference between a fake smile and Ariel one. Ariel's smile lights up thighs. The muscles around them crinkle often and become expressive. You walk into a room and her eyes light up before her mouth even moves. You've just walked into her emotional space. It's not just a pee. She's happy because you are her. It's the science behind eye contact. In attraction, a ground brain stung. The archives of sexual behavior found that prolonged mutual eye contact significantly increases feelings of romantic and emotional closeness, even between strangers. And there's a reason eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin-tending hormone. It enhanced trust, builds intimacy, and increases emotional validity. When a woman stares into her eyes and allows you to stare into hers, it creates a scent emotional circuit, a feedback loop that grows stronger with every second it's held. The look back test. It's one's classic hand. Brutal effective. You feel like Simeon's watching you. You turn in and quickly looks away. Maybe she pretends to check her phone. Maybe she starts talking to Sam Anals. But her body just gave her away. Now wait. If she glanced back a few moments later, it's almost to see if you're not imagining things. That's nervous excitement. That's Xing to gauge your reaction. That's attraction peeking through the cracks. A frustrate. And if the pan's more thanthone she's watching you be kazame thingen, her already belongs to you, even Ayesh hasn't admitted it yet. What do when you catch her eye first? Don't overdo it. Don't stare like you're trying to read her soul. That can feel invasive. Instead, smile slowly. Let your eyes soften. Let her know she's safe in your gazi. Hold a moment, then release it. Look away for a second, then meet her eyes again. The context spark a gentle conversation. Something light. Easy. Let your presence become something she craves, not something she feels interrogated by. When she sees that tour emotionally and linked enough to notice the subtle things in calm minato, hold them with grace. That's when her interest evolves into connection. Bonus signs to watch for tractionist Oisenbegesture, morphin. It's a collection often a beautiful moments like puzzle piece scattered across a table. And if you know how to look closely, you can see a picture. Let's talk about the Banyu signs. The often misbehaviors that whisper a like hero. When her words never do one, she plays with her hair while talking to you. This one is Satal. You incredibly ling. When a woman twirls a strand, brushes her fingers through her hair, or even adjusts it repeatedly while talking to you. It's often a sign of nervous energy mixed with attraction, okay? Because hair is symbolic, sensual, and personal. Touching it draws your attention toward her face, her neck, her presence. Its behavior is soft and unconscious. Shet mean to do it. But her nervous endeximent come out through movement. Especially he. She's trying to make a good impression. Do shallows. More. At your jokes, even the badones. Let's be real. Not all your jokes share that funny bodhi. She's giggling, smiling, or avenuing that playful eyeball laugh. A tired dry humor or day jokes. She's not just being polite. She's trying to build emotional listenance with you. Shu and Su to feel confident to keep talking, to keep engaging. Laughter is Sony of the quickest ways to create emotional bonding. When she laughs with you or for you, she's investing in that bond. 3. She remembers the smell on you. Say, ever mention something in passing, your favorite song, your pet's name. your coffee order, and she brings it up later. That's emotional attention. When a woman remembers details that didn't matter to anyone else, but clearly matter to you, she's paying attention. Be easy. She cares. She's trying to understand the world through your eyes. And that level of memory isn't random. It's emotionally fueled. 4. She touches her neck or collarbone. This one's often misunderstood. Incredibly powerful. The neck and collarbone are some of the most vulnerable, sensitive areas of the human body. When a woman touches this area during a conversation, especially while maintaining eye contact, she's unconsciously exposing Azov Ormer Femenia. Inside, it's a nonverbal display of vulnerability. It's a primal way off sewing. She feels a pen around you. Again, this isn't manipulation, it's instinct. Her body responding to the emotional safe to creating 5. She adjusts her appearance when you walking. This is one of the must signs. Yao enters the room and suddenly shy straightening her posture, smoothing her reflection. Not reflection. Reapplying loss or fixing her hair. That's not vanity. That's signal sending. She wants to look her best. Not for attention from Mavery, but specifically from you. Han may not even realize she's doing it. Herb D is simply responding to the presence of the man who matters. Why these signs matter together? Individually, none of these signs are a definitive, but when several appear together, a special on nogs the core 3 signs we discussed earlier. If you read a longer guessing, you're reading a story written in bottle language, tone, and energy. Asdri that says, I see you. I notice, cow. I want you to notice me too. Why so many men miss these signs? Mosman didn't miss these signs because he's steer blind. They miss them because they've been taught tunely trust loud. Obvious declarations of love. But that's not how many women express affection, especially early on. Women want to feel safe before they open up respected bore. They reveal desire of valued before they let down their guard. If you're looking for fireworks, you might overlook the slow burning flame. And sometimes when she senses you aren't treading the signs, she backs off. Not because she's no longer interested, but Becca. She's afraid she's the only one feeling it. Let's recap the 3 core signs plus bonus cues. You don't need Tobe, a mind redditor, to know when a woman likes you. You just need to observe, listen, and trust what her behavior is already revealing. Let's go over what we've uncovered. Seth, 3 psychological signs a woman likes you. 1. She mirrors your behavior. When she subconsciously copies your picture, gestures, or even your tone, her body is aligning with yours emotionally. She's feeling connection, safety, and rhythm with you. Stuka finds ways to be around you, are rather challengers near you. Messages ya without a clear reason or ends up in theism spaces. She's greeting opportunities for echo espet, 'cause she wants 2-3 here eyes. Give everything away. Long gazes, quick glances when she thinks you're not looking. Pupils seating her eyes reflect emotional likeness. Curiosity and Donna Kunis. You just have to be brave and Dotto. Look back. Bonus signs, Thatrin Force Mage. She plays with her hair around you. Laughs more even at 2 or worse. Sue Oaks. She remembers details no one else does. So she touches her neck or collarbone. So she fixes her appearance at moment 2. Show up, stuff goes on their own. May seem small, but together they paint a clear picture. You're not just another guy in the room. You're Theontinus paying attention to what is donked with confidence. Here's where your role begins. If you recognizes signs and you feel them, you don't need to plan a grand confession. You don't need a cheesy pick line or some manipulative trick. What you need as presence. Smile at her when she enters the room. Hold eye contact without flinching or overcompensating. Mirror her energy in a way that feels natural and safe. Start conversation, go beyond surface level. Offer her emotional space to step forward, not pressured to react. Because when a woman senses that you understand her subtle language, she opens up even more. Wench feels safe, seen, and not judged for her signals. She lets her guard down, and that's when something real begins. If you miss the signs, here's wounds you didn't notice. Or if you hesitate too long, she may think you're not interested. She may retreat in tastins, assuming it was all in her head. She may redirect her attention towards someone Uho did notice, not Bo, 'cause you did something wrong. But Becca's women don't stay where they feel invisible. So if you see the signs, don't ignore them. Respond gently, authentically. She's waiting for a sign from you. Smatanzel she's waiting for is your senile. Not a grand gesture, not a sweeping confession. Just something fat says dot. I see you too, next time you catch her eyes locking with yours, or notice her standing a little closer, or feel hair and orgy sinking with yours. Know this. She's already reaching out. And maybe, just maybe, it's time you'll reach it back. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a comment below. You ever see any of these signs? Hit the like button. Help this reach more people like you. Subscribe for more deep dev relationship psychologist trait from dark psychology where we decode the hidden layers of feminine attraction. Thanks for watching.